प्रसारण, शहरी विकास, आवास और शहरी गरीबी उपशमन मंत्री परम आदरणीय श्री वेंकैया नायडू जी से कि वे इस अवसर पर हमारा मार्गदर्शन करें, इस अवसर पर अपना आशीर्वचन हम सबको दें और अपनी तरफ से वो बधाई जो हमारे विजेता हैं उनके लिए भी।
मित्रों, सबको नमस्कार और मैं सभी विजेताओं को मेरे ओर से और मंत्रालय के ओर से, देश का जनता के ओर से सबको अभिनंदन करना चाहता हूं और सबको नमस्कार भी करना चाहता हूं। कारण क्या है, उन्होंने कुछ प्रतिभा, विशेष प्रतिभा दिखाया, इसलिए हम लोग उनका अभिनंदन कर रहे हैं। ये भारतीय परंपरा है, आदिकाल से, वेद काल से, पुण्य काल से, पुराण काल से जो पूर्वजों ने जिया और दिया, विरासत में हमको मिला, वो है प्रतिभा को पुरस्कार करना हमेशा। फेलिसिटेटिंग द मेरिट, द टैलेंट, that has been the tradition of India from times immemorial, and this felicitation is to inspire others. Felicitation for inspiration. That is the purpose of this Akashvani awards, to inspire the others, to other generation, new generation also, to really get inspired and do something good and better in their life. Friends, I am really delighted to be here with you all people. Because of paucity of time, I am not going to the other formalities. My colleagues and friends and the officers on the dais, and also huge gathering of AER, of course, I know it's popular in India, but here also, unlike other government programs, the Vigyan Bhavan is full. That itself is an indication of the popularity of All India Radio. All India Radio is the authentic voice of the people. All India Radio is a credible organization. All India Radio is one of the oldest organizations in the country which is still having the credibility in spite of the competition from others. And during our childhood, people used to call Akashvani means Asarira Vani. Asarira. Asarira may not be popular in Hindi. Akashvani is coming from Akash. Vani. Asarira Vani means Vani, voice without a body. Supriya ji is voice with a body, because TV shows body also. But Shariyar's radio do not see the body, because you have to know the ear. So, friends, hearing All India Radio means believing. That is the greatness of this organization. 7 महीने के पहले मैं आप लोगों के सामने आए थे, उस समय ये विजेताओं का पुरस्कार मिला। मैंने उस समय ओल्ड जो है पेंडिंग का एंडिंग होना चाहिए। हम लोग वही काम कर रहे हैं। सरकार में प्रिया जी को कहा, ये क्या है, ये तो पुराना जमाना में जो हुआ उसका अभी हम लोग आके करे, तो इसलिए इसका हमेशा लेटेस्ट होना चाहिए। जो ओल्ड जो है पेंडिंग का एंडिंग होना चाहिए। हम लोग वही काम कर रहे हैं। सरकार में बैठे हुए भी नरेंद्र मोदी जी हम लोग वही कर रहे हैं। जो पेंडिंग था उसका एंडिंग करने के लिए पूरा प्रयास कर रहे हैं और नया इनिशिएटिव भी ले रहे हैं। कारण प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा, रिफॉर्म, परफॉर्म, ट्रांसफॉर्म, रिफॉर्म, परफॉर्म एंड ट्रांसफॉर्म। तो मैंने जोर दिया, रिफॉर्म, परफॉर्म, ट्रांसफॉर्म एंड इन्फॉर्म। ये इन्फॉर्म करने का काम हमारा इंफॉर्मेशन ब्रॉडकास्टिंग मिनिस्ट्री का है। और मैं हमेशा कहता हूं, इंफॉर्मेशन विथ कन्फर्मेशन इज मोर देन एन एम्यूनेशन। इट्स अ पावरफुल एम्यूनेशन। Ammunition against injustice, ammunition against ignorance, ammunition against exploitation, ammunition against inequality, ammunition against discrimination. That is the information with confirmation. I'm happy people believe that All India Radio information means, yes, it is with confirmation. Sometimes they may go wrong because of meteorological department. They may say there will be rain at 7 o'clock, rain may come next day morning 7 o'clock. But fault not lie with All India Radio. It is with the weather forecasting. So sometimes, but now they are also now up to the mark nowadays. Friends, I'm glad that the gap is reducing and historical wrongs are being corrected along with many other wrongs in the country. DG told me, sir, next year there won't be any backlog. We'll be moving forward. I say move fast forward. Friends, All India Radio is the world's largest public service radio broadcaster. World's largest radio service broadcaster is All India Radio. We feel proud that our Indian broadcaster is largest in the world. Presently, All India Radio broadcasts in 23 languages and 179 dialects. That is also beauty. Because India, विविधता में एकता, भारत का विशेषता, अलग भाषा, अलग वेश, फिर भी अपना एक देश. That is the beauty of India. We have different languages. So, and in every language there is some beauty. You are just seeing so-called backward Orissa state. How much talent is there in Orissa? How much talent is there in Guwahati? How much talent is there in Manipur? Name may be Manipur, but really, culturally, literally, it's not poor. It's very rich. Manipur. Friends, so that's why I always feel that the Indian languages, the Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayali, Punjabi, Assami, Gujarati, Marathi, these things has to be encouraged. And our children, they should be made more familiar with regard to their mother tongue rather than English tongue. What is happening is, all of us, we try to follow because of the English people have ruled our country and ruined our country and ruled our country and went away. But they also rooted some of the minds of our Indian people. And that sort of a Western culture and its influence still prevailing in our country. The best way to tackle is language. The language and culture go together. My daughter is running a school in Nellore. She put a board, Akshara Vidyalaya. She said, medium is English, but culture is Indian. Bhavana Anglamayana, Bhasha, Bodhana Anglamayana, Bhavana Bharatiyame. That she said that though medium is English, but culture is Indian, tradition is Indian. So we have to keep up our tradition. The best way is to communicate people in their own mother tongue. अंग्रेजी भाई अंग्रेज के खिलाफ नहीं हूं, मगर अंग्रेजी कितना लोग जानते हैं देश में, कितना लोग को मालूम है. हम लोग जो दिल्ली में बैठते हैं, हाँ, रूटीन जोन में हम लोग हमेशा ऐसी बात करते हैं, मगर देश में लोग अपना अपना भाषा में बोलने में वो लोग कंफर्ट रहते हैं. इसलिए आई एम हैप्पी दैट ऑल इंडिया रेडियो इज नॉट ओनली broadcasting in 23 languages but also in 179 dialects. That's a beauty. All India Radio has always been credited for nurturing and nourishing creative and professional skills. Since inception in 1920, All India Radio gradually became the platform for expression of one's creative genius. All consumable radio formats like music, plays, documentaries, features, interviews, talks, innovative programs, news, etc. are used by All India Radio across its entire network comprising of 421 broadcasting centers. Even in fact, in my young age, when I became a legislator, I became popular because of All India Radio. People used to hear at 6:15 in the evening, they used to tune All India Radio. आज assembly में वेंकैया नायडू ने क्या बोला, जयपाल रेड्डी ने क्या बोला. That used to be fascination at the time, and that's why we became popular at the young age, and I used to get inspiration from the programs. Programs are produced on wide-ranging subjects from news and current affairs, developmental issues, health and sanitation, family welfare, education, science and technology, etc. Topics concerning special audience like women, children, youth, senior citizens, farmers, industrial workers, soldiers, tribal communities to entertainment-based programs. Unlike private radio and television channels, All India Radio generated content for its 422 channels in varied languages and dialects in-house and earns accolades not only domestically but throughout international broadcast platforms like Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union, Asian Institute of Broadcasting Development, etc. The combined creative genius of All India Radio, which compasses all genres of radio programming, is a matter of envy for its competitors from private sector, which are only limited to dishing out mostly saleable products. They may come with breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. What we want is not breaking news. We want constructive news. We don't want obstructive news. We don't want destructive news. We don't want breaking news. We want real news, pure news. News without combining with views. News and views should be separated. News should be telecast, and views also should be telecast separately. But they should not be combined at all. Secondly, friends, the AER's technical excellence in digital outreach through digital radio Hon'ble DRM, live streaming of services and their availability through mobile app, translating Prime Minister's dream of digital India into action deserves a mention. I have been conducting review meetings, information yatra across the state. मैं पूरा प्रदेशों में जा रहा हूँ, वहाँ समीक्षा कर रहा हूँ हमारा केंद्र सरकार का, ग्रामीण हमारा शहरी विकास का और हमारा गरीबी उन्मूलन का और सूचना और प्रसारण मंत्रालय का और आवास निर्माण का इन कार्यक्रमों के बारे में अधिकारियों के साथ जाके हर एक प्रदेश में मैं आजकल समीक्षा कर रहा हूँ। उस समीक्षा के दौरान मैं जो भी रिक्वेस्ट आता है ना, पहला रिक्वेस्ट होता है, सर हमारा इलाका में एक नया रेडियो स्टेशन ओपन करो। This shows the amount of trust the people have in its institutions. To recognize these unsung heroes from distant corners of the country at a national level, All India Radio introduced Akashvani Annual Awards. Recognizing the unrecognized, funding the unfunded, reaching the unreached. That is the agenda of this government. You might have seen Padma Awards also, how people who are not recognized earlier have been recognized rather than only routine zone busy people. Friends, over the years, All India Radio has been doing it. This has come to be recognized as one of the most prestigious awards for radio in the country. While promoting healthy professional competition, these awards also promote creative excellence of the organization by bringing out the best from the professionals working in various aspects of radio broadcast. All India Radio today is faced with challenges because you have a lot of competition. But I'm sure that the decision makers and the top echelons of the organization, they will take this challenge and they'll be able to withstand this challenge also. AER, through its external broadcast in 15 foreign and 12 Indian languages, serves as India's authentic voice to the outside world and projects India's viewpoint on contemporary issues in the right perspective in the face of propaganda by forces inimical to our national interest. This is a very important aspect. Today it has become fashion for certain forces in our country which are divisive in nature. They try to carry on. If they carry on anti-government propaganda, I do not have any problem. I have means to counter it. We have the capacity and caliber. But in the name of anti-government propaganda, anti-Indian propaganda is not at all to be encouraged at all. That has to be taken care because that will be ultimately hurting the national interest. Beats what is happening in Kashmir, beats what is happening in few universities and all. Some people try to overwrite and then try to put a negative picture. What is happening around the globe and with regard to India, some people talk of intolerance and all. The main intolerance in India is some people are intolerant towards the mandate of the people. People have given a mandate, few people are intolerant about it. We can't help it. Power is not permanent. Power is not permanent. And in India, democracy is a vibrant democracy, live democracy. People have given their mandate, we must respect their mandate. And secondly, dissent is understandable, but disintegration is not acceptable at all. This has to be very clear in the mind of everybody. So friends, the challenges before us are daunting at a time when broadcasting technology is changing every passing minute. With multiple media platforms optional available of emerging, technology becomes obsolete with much faster now than before. Listeners have become real emperors and empresses of their own choices, and unless international technical standards of broadcast is maintained, they tend to desert the radio channel. Notwithstanding the various limited factors, the technical staff of All India Radio engage in constantly upgrading the technical quality, both in terms of production as well as transmission. All India Radio is now diversifying beyond the traditional analog broadcast and adopting a new platforms like live streaming on web, mobile apps and other radio press features. In this era of cacophony, when television channels, newspapers, social media platforms are vying for garnering the highest rating points by dishing out sensational, often unsubstantiated news, All India Radio still continues to be the first choice of the majority of the population for authentic news, not only within the country, but also for those Indians abroad who want to keep in touch with their motherland. That's the specialty of All India Radio. People confirm news with AR News to conclude that it is correct and credible. The feeling that the news is from AR News, hence it must be true, has been crystallized among the people across the nation. Gauging the impact and efficacy of All India Radio as a medium of substance, the Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Bhai Modi has chosen this platform for his monthly interaction with the people of India and Indians abroad. One of the most popular programs is Man Ki Baat of the Prime Minister. Every year, special topic is chosen for the documentary category. For the year 2014, the special topic was Clean India in a populous India. For 2015, the topic for the documentary was The Eternal Vigilance is Price of Liberty. Friends, there is a debate going on about liberty in the country. I will just touch a word and then conclude my speech. What is liberty? In a democracy, you need to have certain amount of rules and regulations, civic sense. I recently brought out a real estate regulation. I have real estate people, they became little jittery. I told them it's only regulation, not a strangulation. Don't worry. Everything requires regulation. Now from Vigyan Bhavan you go out. You want to go this side, some people want to go this side, some people want to go to that side. If you take out your vehicles and then try to move opposite, you will not be reaching home. You will be reaching there and meeting there. That's where there is some regulation, traffic regulation, one-way traffic, all these things is part of civilization, part of democracy. So friends, today some people are talking about the media is being gagged. Where is the question of gag at all? The only time that media was gagged was during emergency 1975, where some of us were put in jail without any cause at that time. 17.5 months I was also there in jail in Visakhapatnam, and ran so much in jail at that time and got my more determination also out of an emergency. There is no such thing now. People are free. They can write what they want. They can talk what they want, and they can walk what they want. There is no problem at all. It's not mercy of this government or that government. That is a system, that is civilization of India, that is guaranteed by the Indian Constitution given by the people. There is no question. Only thing is I want to say that sometimes suddenly the debate starts, non-existing beef ban. I saw in certain channels debate in the evening. India is going to be converted into vegetarian. शाकाहारी बनाना चाहते भारत को, कौन सत्ता में रहने वाले? मैं ये पार्टी का अखिल भारत अध्यक्ष था. मैं खुद मांसाहारी हूं, फक्त मांसाहारी हूं, स्ट्रिक्ट नॉन वेजिटेरियन. किसी ने मुझे बताया नहीं, ये खाना नहीं, वो खाना नहीं, अंडा को नहीं खाना, उसको मां को नहीं खाना. ऐसा किसी ने कहा है क्या? मुर्गी भी खाता हूं, अंडा भी खाता हूं. कितना गलत प्रचार थे. तो दुनिया में भी इंडिया इज बिकमिंग vegetarian. Of course, Western people themselves are becoming vegetarian for health reasons. My doctor also told me, sir, you have eaten sufficiently for this life. Take care of your other things and all. That is a different matter. Food is a personal choice. But that also campaign and debate on that. This ban and that ban and all. And then you have also now this, some inquiry on a particular channel. Again, media under siege. Friends, just one line. You are media people. You are an All India Radio reporter. You go out. You are driving. Suddenly there is some accident or some incident happened. Can you claim immunity because you are an All India Radio reporter? Rules are there. No? If there is some accident or some incident, the law will take its own course. What is happening is the same. That has nothing to do with the freedom of the press. You say, I am All India Radio man, I am journalist of so-and-so, I have every right to hit the other man on the road, violate the traffic. Nobody can claim immunity because simply you are a media person driving a car and claiming immunity because you are a media person and wearing a press label on your car. That's not freedom of press. This is driving. This is driving. And then you have to follow the rules and regulations. That's all. Nothing more than that. Be assured that this government believes in total freedom of press, freedom of expression. And only there are provisions in the Constitution of India, Article 1, 2, everything is there, it's everybody's knowledge. I need not lecture on that to anybody, but only point is that disinformation is dangerous. What is required after 69 years of independence? People want only one D. One D. I'm not saying more D. One D. D means development. Agenda, development. Second agenda, development. Third agenda, development. That is the only agenda for all of us, because our younger generation, they have high hopes. So they need upliftment in their life. So India cannot wait further, because in certain areas, in certain segments, we are lagging behind and we are picking up. So every word, every deed, every action should be to see that we strengthen this resolve, move forward, move constructively, do not create obstruction or cause destruction, and let us all join together for the development of the country. Thank you very much. Once again, I compliment all the awardees. I compliment the All India Radio. I compliment Prasara Bharati. Fortunately, Prasara Bharati has a new, young and dynamic CEO, Chief Executive Officer, who has a background of IIT Mumbai. He has come with new ideas, because Prasara Bharati also, like Vivudha Bharati, should become more and more popular also, because you have so many other competitions also. Keeping that in mind, I hope under his stewardship and with the able guidance of Sri Surya Prakash ji, one of the veteran journalists of the country, with Prasara Bharati will be able to do many more great things, and then enhance the reach and also the credibility of the organization. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
बहुत बहुत आभार माननीय श्री